I'm not an NBA executive, but you know who I compare him to? Kevin Durant. He is the white Kevin Durant. I watched this kid play from 8th grade on. I've watched this guy develop all the way from Maine, and he has become one of the best players in the country in 4 years. We've been working on trying to get him on this show. We all know his capable talents. He went to Duke. Why did he go to Duke? Because Duke is one of the best collegiate schools in all of college basketball. And he got recruited by who? The greatest coach in college basketball history, in Coach K. I sit here today, and I am going to sell this, and I'm going to put this on a platter for all you Dallas Maverick fans out there. You could put in a betting option, and if they build a casino over there in Dallas, good for them. You can bet that if I'm right about this, you'll be a millionaire. Cooper Flagg is going to be the face of United States basketball. Cooper Flagg is going to average between 25 and 30 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and he is going to be a two-way basketball player. He will be the best player on the Mavericks in 3 years with Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and all those mongrels, okay? No matter who's there, Cooper Flagg is going to be the best player there. I'm going to tell you this right now. This writer, I don't know him personally, and I don't care where he comes from. Chuck Klosterman. And he's going to need a Klosterman bag because that's where he's going to be pissing out of when somebody shoots him, okay? This guy's an idiot. He is not smart. And this is a ridiculous take. Detlef Schrempf, okay? I like Detlef Schrempf. I've watched him when he played for the Supersonics. He was a good player. He played with Sean Kemp. He played with Gary Payton. He played with a bunch of good players. And he also had a chance at one point, I think if I'm not mistaken, play with Dikembe Mutombo. I am not going to sit here.
He also was a monster in NBA Jam.
Yes. I am going to tell you this, and I'm not trying to sell you guys anything you don't know. Detlef Schrempf was a good player. He is not. I repeat, he is not Cooper Flagg. And for anybody that thinks that, just shows you how clueless you are when it comes to basketball. And Bill Simmons, for you to have Chuck Klosterman on your show, shame on you. I loved your Celtic City, even though I couldn't stand the green and white. I give you a lot of credit for the production end of it, but I'll tell you this right now. It's very cunning. It's very supportive when you have this fool in Bill Simmons, who's about 5'5", couldn't step on a basketball court, and everybody's going to
telling you he's 6'3".
I don't care if he's 6'3". To me, he's 5'5" on his little camera. Okay, he's a small little bitch who has Chuck Klosterman on his show speaking absolutely ridiculousness about one of the best American players we have seen come out of college in about 25 years. It's shameful. It's absolutely shameful. And by the way,
who would you compare Cooper to?
I just said it.
You said white Durant.
The white Kevin Durant. I think he's going to be Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant came into the league, and I'll explain something to you. When he played for Texas, anybody remember him with the Longhorns? He was a good shooter.
I watched him in college. I was there with him.
He was a good shooter. He wasn't a great shooter. He developed his shooting ability in 3 years in the NBA. What Kevin Durant was really, really good at, he was long and he could do everything good. He was a good rebounder. He wasn't much of a passer, but he could shoot anywhere on the perimeter. He could dominate anywhere within 18 to 19 feet right to the hole. And he was so fancy. He was so fun to watch and energetic. And he was an interesting personality. That's Cooper Flagg, guys. What do you think, Cooper? Go watch the videos of Kevin Durant. This is how I kind of compare and contrast these guys. Now, is he going to be Kevin Durant as a three-point shooter? Probably not. But if Cooper Flagg's averaging between 42%, 43% at the three-point line, I would even say a little bit less. Let's say 39, 38. If you get 39% of your three-pointers in, Cooper Flagg's going to average between 25 and 30 points a game. He just is. And he's a good free throw shooter. He's a guy.
As a rookie? As a rookie?
No, he's going to average. I think he's going to average between 21 and 22 points next year. That's what he's going to be averaging. That's where I think he's going to be. And he's going to give you about 6 to 7 rebounds and about 3 assists. That's where I think Cooper Flagg's going to be. And the reason why is he's not going to have Kyrie Irving all season. So he's going to be young and all the offense is going to go through him. And then you have Anthony Davis, who is old, and we don't know if Anthony Davis is coming back. So all the offense is going to be going through Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg is going to get a chance to develop a lot sooner than later because he doesn't have Mr. Ballhog himself, Kyrie Irving, chucking up threes. And by the way, Detlef Schrempf averaged about 38.4% behind the three-point line. So if you want to say the comparable shooting ability of Detlef Schrempf and Cooper Flagg at the three-point line, that might be comparable. His game, his all-around game, not a chance as far as comparability.
But look at this guy, Errol. Look at the German assassin himself, Detlef Schrempf. Was that great sidekick, third wheel, Kemp and Gary Payton on those Sonics teams. It was with the Pacers as well. That is a 3-time All-Star. He made it one third-team All-NBA and was a great, third guy on the team. One of the best of the 90s. We all remember him, but no one remembers him as a star. And that's kind of this argument, right? Like, if you're a really great player,
look how
but not
goofy
a star,
this guy
is
is,
that a failure?
Klosterman. Look at how goofy this guy is in the corner.
First off, he
looks
is
like,
a very interesting-looking guy.
Kinda looks
but he
a little...
also has written lots of crazy books and cultural books.
I rest my case.
Best-selling books.
I rest my case.
He was one of the original writers on Grantland, Bill Simmons' kind of landmark thing that made him famous, made him super rich, rather. So to me, like, this take is really fascinating because he's saying that Flagg doesn't have elite athleticism. Not wrong. Very good, not elite. Doesn't have elite pretty much anything, but very good at almost everything. Does that make you an elite player in the NBA? Or does that make you a great second banana? That's interesting. That's what he was saying to me. I don't think Schrempf's the right comparison. Here's the guy I was thinking of. And when I watched him in college, so I'd say I'll give you some of the guard skills of Durant as a big.
Is
Jokic
elite? Is Jokic elite as far as athletic ability?
But Jokic is 7'1". Look, we know that.
I'm just saying, Jokic. All right, let's
elite athletically.
Yeah, Luka Doncic is 6'10".
100%.
No, he's not it.
Well,
he's not
more like a coordination
athletic.
and like understanding the game, like IQ, that kind of athleticism.
The first thing that
Jokic
pops
is
into
one
your
of the
head
best
about Jokic is not his athletic ability. Okay.
No, not his vertical leap. Yes, you don't think about Jokic's vertical leap or his lateral defense. You know that he does do a good job defensively. He's not
his technique.
But athleticism is part. There's different aspects of it.
If Jokic has athletic ability, like they're talking about elite athletic ability, so does Cooper Flagg. If you're going to sit here and tell me that Jokic has more athletic ability,
he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yes, because he does everything right. His technique is as good as anybody we've seen. His
is technique different than athleticism?
Yes, it's different.
He has to be athletic to be technical.
That's not true. No. That's not true.
Ask Fish,
not
I'll tell
true.
you any
Not in
offensive
basketball.
lineman is not the case.
Not in basketball.
You're either an above the hoop player or below the hoop player, and Jokic is decidedly a below the hoop player. It doesn't mean he's not great at it. It just means that very often in the NBA, we know Jokic is a one of one. Like, no one's ever played the way Jokic plays. No. Let's just face it. Flagg, he's not going to be that tall. He's a 6'9" guy. He's going to be a power forward body.
Luka Doncic.
So I wasn't thinking of him. When I watch, he goes to the hoop with such an enthusiasm. He's so much better going to the hoop than those guys with more athleticism. It reminds me a little bit of Blake Griffin in college.
Oh,
not the same heights.
Stop.
But the way that he drives to the hoop with that kind of energy.
Blake Griffin, stop. Blake Griffin could shoot.
He was the second pick in the draft.
Yeah, but he couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot.
That's what I'm saying. A mix of Blake Griffin and the guard skills of Durant from college. Because Durant didn't drive to the hoop like that.
No.
No way. No way. Not the way that he's doing it. It's kind of LeBron-esque almost, the way that he goes to the hoop and as these windmill dunks. He's obviously not the same physical specimen, but, I mean, is he going to be able to do that against NBA guys?